You saw the thumbnail. Yes, I actually mean it. 71 depth is the king. Why do I say so? First, it is very important to understand that the patch did not nerf auto offside traps. It was never mentioned by EA, and some people are making it out to be that, okay, now auto offside traps are gone. First, you have to understand how this game works before making such conclusions. Auto offside traps are not something new to this game. They have been in the game since FIFA 21 or even before. I remember making FIFA 21 tactic videos, and auto offside traps used to be activated when you put your bar depth to 7 or higher in the old system. Now since FIFA 22, I believe if you put it to 71, your team does auto offside traps. It has not been changed by EA. What was changed, like I said, is the zonal defending. The new feature which they added this year, and it made our team do the auto offside traps and some kind of overload ball side by themselves, which it was introduced new this year, right? And it was a broken feature. Now, if you believe it has not been patched, I can assure you you are wrong. I will put the game side by side and you will see that the level of aggression by the AI has been massively reduced. Auto pressing by AI and auto defending is something else. Please understand that AI defending has been in the game since for as long as we can remember. It will stay in the game. But auto press has been highly nerfed. So what made 71 depth overpowered? The fact that it combined auto offside traps where your team would push up like this automatically without you having to activate it, and they would do it very effectively, followed by the fact that your team was also auto pressing at the same time, right? So it was something very suffocating for the opponent and the midfield was absolutely congested. Now that is the logical way of understanding it. Now, why is 71 depth the king now and it wasn't before? See, I didn't advocate 71 depth a lot before the patch. The reason for that was because the auto defending and overload ball side was too aggressive to the point where my team was totally out of shape. It had its advantage of getting the ball back, but for someone like me who likes to defend while keeping a shape, it wasn't very good, not very beneficial. And that is the reason I didn't use 71 depth. I didn't tell you guys to use it because I wanted you to practice your fundamentals. However, now that press has been patched, what happens is basically our team only does auto offside traps. The AI is aggressive, but it isn't anywhere near aggressive as it used to be back then. So for the width, we are keeping it 45. These are the sweaty custom tactics I'm going to show you, okay? Width is going to be 45. Depth is going to be 71. Auto offside traps help you defend in bad gameplay and it just gives you an added benefit, right? So you will keep the auto offside traps. Now you don't have to worry about your team getting severely out of position. So let's come to build up play. We are going to keep it at balanced. Instructions is where it gets crazy. Chance creation is going to be direct passing. For our width, guys, we are going to keep it at 55. Our players in the box is going to be 3. Now why 3 I will explain you in a moment, alright? So one of our CM is going to be get forward, stay on the edge, and the other one is going to be balanced, stay on the edge, and both are cover center. So one of the most overpowered ways of scoring in this game is the cutbacks, okay? Not the byline cutbacks, but the recycles from the midfield. When you put your CMs on get forward, stay on the edge, they are always there for the recycle. And now combine that with 3 players in the box, it makes sure that they aren't too aggressive when pushing towards the box. As you can see in these examples, guys, our CMs are making those runs, but at the same time, we have the ability to recycle. See how many players we have available for the recycle, right? It's very easy to just recycle the ball back. We have too many options. Pedri scores the goal, who is our midfielder. It is important to know how the formation works in game, right? And why we are putting this instruction. The reason for stay on the edge is to make sure they do not push in towards the box. They do not push in towards the box. That is the reason for stay on the edge. So our strikers are going to be completely balanced, right? We will activate striker drop back in game if we want them to come back and defend. Our right mid is going to be come back on defense, get into the box. That is it. Same for our left mid. Our left back is going to be stay back while attacking overlap, and the right back is going to be balanced overlap. Now it is your decision. You can choose one full back to overlap, okay? It can be the left back, it can be the right back. It is not necessary that you have to put your right back. So this is how the formation works in game. you have a lot of options inside the box, right? You have like 8 players inside the box, or in and around the box, I should say, right? You can recycle the ball very easily, and you can also go for the byline drive while making sure that there are many options to score goals. So the second formation we are going to talk about today is the 4-1-2-1-2 second variation. I do not use it all the time. If I am talking about sweaty games, I would use it when I feel there is a lot of space available in the midfield and the opponent struggles to build up from his own half. When he struggles to build up from his own half, it is very easy to get the ball back in a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow to press the opponents. This does defend in a 4-4-2, right? So let's talk about the instructions first. Guys, our left striker, again, it is your choice. You can put any striker, but you have to choose at least one striker to come back on defense. For me, it's the left one. Your other striker is balanced. Your cam would be come back. Your CDM would be stay back, cover center. Your RCM would be stay back, cover center. And your left CM would be balanced, cover wing. And both of our fullbacks in this formation are going to be balanced overlap, right? So fullbacks are balanced and overlap. I know it is very aggressive, but it gives you a lot of options in attack, and you might think you're going to get a lot of counter attacks against you, but believe me, most of the times when you do play this formation against the right kind of the opponent, the keyword being the right kind of the opponent, you will see that you're going to win the ball high up the pitch a lot and you will not concede a lot of counter attacks. For the tactics, width is going to be 48. It is a very narrow formation. That is why we use a higher width, which is going to be 48. Depth is going to be 71. Same reasons as we explained. Build-up play is going to be long ball in this formation. We want them to make those runs. When you put long ball, your RB and LB act like wingers. You always have that pass down available on the wings. Chance creation is going to be direct passing. We're going to use 35 width and 5 players in the box. Now you might wonder why 35 width, because the essence of this formation is to have a lot of options in the midfield. When you have 2 fullbacks down the line, you can always recycle the ball and you always have a lot of options to work with in the midfield. So if you ask me which is the best formation post patch, I would tell you it is the 4-3-2-1 formation, guys. Yes, the 4-3-2-1 is actually the best formation in game as of now. After the patch, driven passes are overpowered. There is a lot of gap between the defense and the midfield, and this formation allows you to exploit all weaknesses of the defense. And especially if opponents are not good with their switching and they don't know what they are doing, this formation is indeed the best formation in the game. Our striker is going to be stay central. Same instructions like the last time, but I have changed one instruction, okay? LA is going to be stay central. RF, stay central, come back. RCM, stay back, cover center. CM, stay back, cover center. LCM, get forward, get into the box for the cross. He will give us that fourth attacking option that we need, okay? Our LF is going to be stay central, LB is going to be stay back, and RB is going to be balanced overlap. So for the instructions, width 45, depth 71. Yes, 71 depth is a common theme because of how big of a gap we have now between defense and midfield. Balanced build-up play, direct passing, chance creation. With 50 plays in the box in this formation, relatively higher, 6 is the number we are going to use. Like I said, it is the best formation in the game. For comebacks, I always prefer the 4-4-2 over the 4-2-4. Tactics, constant pressure, 100 width. Depth, 85. Why 100 width? Because people do a lot of switches when they are trying to waste time. That is why. 85 depth, fast build-up, forward runs, 55 width. And 8 players in the box. This is for comebacks only, when you need goals and when you know if you don't go for it, you have lost the game. That is when you use this formation. Also, the 4-2-3-1 gets an honorable mention. It is also very good. It was good before, but I feel after the patch, it is even better. It allows you to connect your midfield with attack with that central cam, and it is ever so important, especially after the patch. Now that you know the best custom tactics, it is time to know the settings, so click here.